IOTX. IOTX are building some serious things. They have been actually creating physical products that people can buy, along with a decentralized ecosystem for IoT devices, a system that's put in place that guarantees trust, that incentivizes people to start providing not only real-time data, but also utilizing the IoT ecosystem. This is one that did pretty well in the last bull cycle. I think this is going to go to a pretty good price point in this bull cycle. So we'll talk about where it can go. Before I get into that though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. And in the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins. I expected they were going to make very good money. And you can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded and released the videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit. And that was roughly 16, 17 months on. This is what your profit would have been if, say, you put $100 into VeChain when I released the video and then sold after 16 months. And if you'd have done that for all these coins, in less than a year and a half, your total profit would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty good. Now, I sold all of these. I share the coins that I'm actually in on my website, copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can go up a lot in price and make me a lot of money, I jump onto my site, I tell my members what coin it is, what profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, and they can copy along exactly. What this means is the members will make the exact same profit as me. A good bonus as well as they don't have to do any work. The reason that we have thousands of members on the site is because they're making good money in crypto and they don't have to learn or do anything. And if that sounds good to you, go to the site now. There's a link in the description. You'll see what the members have made since being there. You'll see what I've said in the past. It's all public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see, this is a service to try out, because we're less than a year away from coins being at new highs. And if you don't have your cryptos bought and sorted yet, then copymycrypto.com can help you out. Now, IOTX. So last bull cycle did pretty damn well. Peaked, I think, what was its all-time high? Its all-time high was 26 cents, which is pretty damn good when you realize it was, 4/10 of a cent at points in the bear cycle. Now, like I said, it's an open source project. It's a decentralized platform aiming to open up the economics of machines, and is where people and machines can interact with guaranteed trust, with free will, and with proper economic incentives. They have 40 plus researchers and engineers. That will be way bigger now, especially with the growth that they've seen. They've built an Ethereum virtual machine compatible blockchain from scratch, which is always a good shout because that can draw in the Ethereum ecosystem into their project. And they have over 100 plus delegates worldwide for their delegated proof of stake. But they've also built essential blocks of infrastructure to connect with Ethereum, not only Ethereum, but Binance Smart Chain, Hiko blockchains, and they'll continue to add to that over the course of time. They have also, what's probably more interesting and more relevant is the fact that they're starting to produce real world devices that can interact with the blockchain and interact with the ecosystem. So they created this self-sovereign device, UCAM, and they also have created real-world data oracles like Pebble. So UCAM has been deployed in over 3,000 households. Pebble has been launched to more than 300 developers initially. UCAM is one of those that you can buy, and basically the data that is utilized can earn you cash. And all these dApps connecting to the physical world, such as real-world NFTs, weather derivatives, and machine learning as mining, provide people with the opportunity to earn very nicely in this overall ecosystem. The founders have a real solid history in engineering and in cryptography. So you've got Chai, who's an advisor at Boot Up Ventures and is a member of the Industrial Distributed Ledger Task Group and Industrial Internet Consortium. He was a lead of crypto research and development and engineering security at Uber. You've got Kivan Guo. I'm butchering names, I always do. He was a co-founder of Hyperconnect Lab, and he used to be a research scientist and engineering manager at Facebook. Excuse me. Yeah, you've got, before co-founding IOTX as well, Xin Fan was a senior research engineer at Bosch, and was also an associate and project manager at the University of Waterloo. And you've got Jing Sung, who was a managing partner at Sparkland Capital and an LP investor at Polychain Capital and angel investor at Ripple. Really solid resume. Now, a word from our sponsor. So, Cryptofights.pro. This is a place you can go to basically battle with other users making trades. And there's small trades. It's not like you're dealing with the whales on the centralized exchanges that wreck everyone. This is a platform that's built on Polygon. It's audited and verified by Certic. It's actually one of the top 10% safest platforms in crypto. And I'll show you guys how this works. So, when you're playing, you will be able to see the Bitcoin's live price, right? And this is based on a 30-second movement. So you're looking at whether it's going to move over the next 30 seconds. So the up pool represents people that believe Bitcoin's going to rise in price. The down pool represents people that believe Bitcoin's going to drop in price. And basically you're placing your bet on where you think it's going to land. The amount of bets on this affect how the pool is paid out. So as you can see, more people are going down in the down pool treasury, so the payout is greater than in the up pool treasury. And that's kind of how this plays out all the time, right? And again, the beauty of this, built on Polygon, so the speed of it is absolutely rapid. You're not going crazy in terms of doing like a trade that's a Bitcoin. You're doing, trading in Matic. As you can see, a $10 Matic trade on that one would have got you a 17 Matic return. And you're just basing it off of your knowledge of how the market's moving. And it's a good way to sort of start building up your understanding of how the markets move on such a short time frame. And again, you're not doing it at a huge risk to yourself like in centralized exchanges. Now, one thing that they have really cool as well is the Connect Wallet feature. So you can actually connect your MetaMask, your Coinbase, or you can connect via social network, which if you click on that, it will open up a Google and you can connect through your Google. And again, it creates a wallet for you. It will have a seed phrase. You will be secure. And again, real big plus here because you're in complete custody of all your assets. Again, there is no risk like with a centralized exchange where they hold your crypto and they can screw you at any point. These guys can't. You're in complete custody of your own wallets. Then the added bonus as well is they've got the contest that happens every week. So how this works is basically the people with the highest win ratio win the most amount of tickets, and there are daily tournaments, and they also have weekly tournaments and monthly, and basically you'll win tickets to the weekly and monthly jackpots based on your day's performance. And the weekly and monthly jackpots involve the money that's been taken out of the winning trade. So 10% of the winning trades, the money is taken and put into the jackpot fund. So at the end of a week, if you've been smashing it in your trades and your ticket wins, you're going to win a ton of crypto as well. And that could happen on a monthly basis too. So again, they've got a system set up that's perfect for everyone, and it's low risk, low fees, so you can really start learning and educating yourself about the markets while you do it. And if you're interested as well, they have an affiliate system in place so that if you bring other people in, you will be able to earn as you go. So guys, check this out. There's links in the description for you to have a look. So what makes IOTX unique is that it's trying to become the backbone for machine economics. We do have a number of different crypto projects that are trying to become the back end, like the infrastructure for Internet of Things devices. IOTA is one of them. It wants to be like the de facto platform. However, IOTX have onboarded a lot more users at this point. They've really grown well. They've utilized stuff like burn drop, which is which allows IOTX to experience some deflation, even while the number of devices that are implemented by IOTX increases. So again, like utilizing that sort of economic benefit should, in theory, not only stop the full-blown inflation, but actually start bringing it down, making it deflationary long-term. IOTX is a very, very strong project. And in terms of user base, we've started seeing that grow. What is going to be interesting is their marketing. Now, one thing I think IOTX should do more of is really try and implement the marketing on stuff like UCAM. One area that we've seen significant growth across the world has been the smart devices. The amount of people that now have like a Ring doorbell, or the amount of people that now have a smart device that controls their entire like house temperature. All these little things. You've got all the Alexas, and I think you've got an opportunity with UCAM that isn't necessarily being pushed. That opportunity is to give a lot of households the first step into cryptocurrencies by getting UCAM, which is something that most households are going to start doing. Like most people I know have a Ring doorbell as an example, but with UCAM, there's the potential to earn as well. That's a big thing, and I think you can really sell that to households with effective marketing. And what that would do, as you saw a surge in UCAM purchases and in installments, would be huge growth in the IOTX coin itself. Now, what's strong for IOTX long term? They've got a strong amount of holders. Their ecosystem is growing very, very nicely. They have major plans moving forward with developers and growing the overall ecosystem. Like I said, they're starting with stuff like weather derivatives. Overall, we're just going to see, I think we're going to start seeing the machine learning realm of IOTX grow really, really well. I look at this as a 30 cents target point. And again, that's going to be dependent on a few things, like not least of which is how many real world devices are you starting to get installed worldwide, because that's going to grow you. And if they are marketing this like they can, this is worthy of multiple billions of dollars of market cap, but they've got to get those people buying. Because look, a UCAM, let's say a UCAM is $100, right? Having 3,000 deployed, well, it's brought in 300 grand, right? That's not bad. But you could, in theory, get this to hundreds of thousands of people. You could have this being worth, tens of millions of dollars just from revenue, and that works hugely in terms of the net growth that they can have. But that's where a focus should be in terms of utilizing their budget for real effective marketing. If that happens, I think this not only hits 30 cents, I think it goes way, way, way beyond that. Because again, when we're in a bull cycle, the talking heads will talk about, on all the mainstream media, will talk about the coins that are having the biggest impact. And the ones that are having the biggest impact are the ones that are being installed in houses. If you've got technology that's literally being installed in houses, IOTX would be a huge discussion point. You'd have some of the founders, like those mainstream media sites, like channels and news shows, would have the founders on to discuss their growth, which would bring in more retail investors. I think 30 cents is a fair target, but to be honest, if it gets above 26 cents, there's no telling how high it could go, because that was its all-time high previously. Maybe it hits 45, maybe it even hits $1. But their growth and their focus, if they can get the marketing right and they get the real-world physical sovereign devices into homes and into into buildings, like into business, commercial buildings, it would be huge. And I think if they focus their attention there, you see net growth hugely. My perspective, obviously. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you're an IOTX holder, what's the thing you're most excited about for their sort of plan moving forward as well? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can do. Head over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with all my members every single coin I own. Anytime I find a cryptocurrency that I think is going to make a lot of money, I jump onto the site, tell my members about the coin, its profits, and the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, and they can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I also let my members know what coin I'm selling, what price I'm selling at. So again, they can copy along exactly. It means they get in at the same price, they get out at the same price, they make the exact same profits, but there's no work. Again, the reason that we have thousands and thousands of members is because they're making money in the markets and they're not having to do any work at all. And if you want to see what they've made, that's on the website. If you want to see what I've said in the past about, coins like Phantom, when no one was talking about Phantom in 2020, I'd said it was the best investment of the year. It nearly went up 700 times. And when I find a Phantom, now all I do is jump onto the site and tell my members about the coin. So if you want to find the next big coin, as well as get your crypto sorted, then head over to copymycrypto.com, see what it's all about, and try the service out, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.